Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Sugar Pills, your practical guide to self-care and manifestation if you are listening on the podcast. And if you're joining us over on the YouTube channel, welcome back to The Lux Life with your girl, Candy Washington. And I am so excited to help you lead a more joyful life and to attract the love, wealth, happiness, joy, everything that you want in this world. I'm just so honored to help you on that journey. And before we dive into today's episode, don't forget to join us in our 7-day Level Up Your Life challenge. It kicks off on March 1st, but when you join us, and everything is linked below in the description box and in the show notes, but when you join us, you get instant access to our Lux Life VIP group. You get weekly coaching calls, access to our library of self-care, self-love, and manifestation resources. You also get access to the challenges that we will be doing throughout the year, and also our supportive community. That is normally $29.99 a month, which is such a small fee for everything that you get. But when you join the 7-day Level Up Your Life challenge, you actually get that for free. You only have to just buy the 7-day challenge, and then you get lifetime access. You'll never be charged again. So it's a really great thing to get. It's a great bonus. So be sure to check that out and to join us. But for this episode, for this video, we are going to talk about how to create affirmations that actually work. So I think that there's a lot of, affirm what you want and make your I am statements, but what does that actually mean? How do you do it? How do you actually get results using affirmations? So before we dive in, be sure to like, rate, and review and subscribe to the channel, to the podcast, and share this with a friend, because your journey to self-love and manifesting the life that you deserve is always better with some support and with a community. So let's get into it, you guys. First things first, what is an affirmation? It's sort of this buzzword in self-care, and it's this buzzword in manifestation, but what is an affirmation? So the way I define an affirmation is simply a statement of belief that you say yes to, essentially that you hold to be true. And I think this is really important because I haven't really heard other, manifestation coaches or law of attraction teachers or law of assumption coaches or, self-care gurus or whatever. I haven't heard them make this distinction, because I believe that affirmations in and of themselves are not necessarily positive. So everyone's like, oh, just, make affirmations. If you are going throughout your day saying, oh, I'm so stupid, oh, I'm so fat, nothing works out for me, of course, I got, the short end of the stick, there are no good men out there, I'm always broke, I never have enough. Those are affirmations too. An affirmation is just a statement of belief that you say yes to. It's just a statement of belief that you hold to be true. That is what an affirmation is. To affirm means to say yes. That's all it is. Hey, Golden Goods. Hey, how are you? What is up? Thank you for joining us. Hi, Golden Goods. So an affirmation is simply something that you say yes to. It's a statement of belief that you affirm, that you say yes to be true. So if you're walking around all day thinking that you're too fat, too thin, too black, too white, too tall, too short, too rich, too poor, too this, too that, not good enough, that is what you are affirming into your life. Those are also affirmations. What we want to do is consciously choose what we are affirming to be true about ourselves. This is then how you actually tap into the power of the law of assumption and into the law of the power of attraction. So the law of assumption basically is what you assume to be true about you in the world has to come true for you. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you assume good, then you get good. If you assume bad, then you get bad, right? And what you assume to be true, then that activates the laws of attraction, because what your assumption is, what your belief system is, dictates what your frequency is, what your vibration is. If you assume that you're wealthy, if you assume that you're beautiful, if you assume that you're supported, if you assume that everything works out for you, then you get into the vibration of abundance, health, happiness, wealth, all of that stuff. And then that activates the law of attraction to have those experiences come to you. Now, I know some people say, oh, are you law of assumption or a law of attraction? I think they work together. I think they are both universal laws. They are both spiritual laws, and they both are true, and they work in tandem in order to make you a powerful, conscious manifester and creator. And the way in which you tap into the power of the law of assumption is through your affirmations. Because what you affirm, which is a statement of belief that you say yes to, is what you then start to assume about yourself and about the world. And then that becomes your assumption, that becomes your belief system, that becomes your subconscious mind. And then that is what then activates you into the vibrational space to attract it. If that makes sense. If you have questions, put them in the chat box. And if you guys are listening to this on the podcast, be sure to join us over on YouTube so you don't miss our lives, so you can ask questions in real time. But if you also have more questions, then be sure to join our 7-day Level Up Your Life Challenge in the Lux VIP group, because we do weekly coaching calls where you can ask me anything, you get personalized feedback, and it's a really private, supportive, intimate community. So just wanted to put that out there. But back to the affirmations, right? So the trick is being conscious of what you're choosing to affirm that you want to do, have, experience, and be in this life. So now that we know what affirmations are, they are just statements of belief that you hold to be true. The next is, how do you then switch from negative affirmations or self-limiting beliefs that you have to positive affirmations and life-affirming affirmations, so that you switch from thinking about the things that you don't want to actually thinking about the things that you do want, so you get in that good space to attract it. So that is how we are now going to create those affirmations. The first thing I say is, make your affirmations conversational. Make them conversational. Like, how do you actually talk? Make your affirmations as if you're just talking to your good girlfriend or your good guy friend. How do you talk actually? If you make these affirmations, I am wealthy, I am beautiful, I am blah, 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 like that could work for you. Maybe those could be some quick default ones. Like that could work for you. But I don't think that's how we actually go around talking. That's not how we actually affirm things in our life, right? Like if I'm talking to my good girlfriend, I'm like, girl, you know what? Like money just flows to me easily and effortlessly. I always have enough money to buy anything I want, right? It's just like, it's conversational. It's real. It resonates. You can get into the feeling of it, rather than me just saying, I am wealthy, I am wealthy, I am abundant, I am abundant. Like, sure, that can work if you really get into that flow. But a way to actually make affirmations practical and in a real world way, you want to make your affirmations conversational. Say you're affirming for an SP. In the manifestation world, that is your specific person, your special person, whether it's an ex or whether it's someone you're friends with or someone you kind of know that you want to be in a romantic relationship with. So instead of having your negative affirmations of, my SP doesn't want me, I'm not good enough for my SP is ignoring me, my SP is being hot and cold, my SP probably wants somebody who is taller, somebody who is shorter, somebody who is this, that, whatever, right? Whatever negative self-limiting loop you have in your mind, right? To switch from that to a positive affirmation about your SP, do it in a way you would talk to like your girlfriend. Like imagine things were going the way you really want them to be with your SP, and then create those affirmations, right? Like, oh, my SP calls me all the time. He always wants to hang out with me. My SP is so respectful. I am the only one that he wants. I am the only one that he loves. Me and my SP, we are in such a healthy and happy relationship. He always gives me gifts. He always pays me attention. Girl, he is calling me right now. My SP is texting me right now. He is always calling me. We're so happy. I'm the only one he has eyes for. We're in such a healthy, committed relationship, right? Make it conversational. Make it conversational. And then for whatever it is that you are affirming for in your life, whether it's for, wealth, whether it's for love with an SP, whether it's for a new car, a new house, or health, even your health or your appearance, whatever it is, write down. And you don't want to have too many of these affirmations. I would say 1 to 3 is good. You can make them short, make them conversational, but make them something that you would remember. And this is the key, because it's not about never having a negative thought or never having a negative affirmation. The true key is making your positive affirmations your dominant thought, your dominant self-talk, your dominant subconscious flow. You want to make positivity what you actually want to affirm, experience, and have in your life. That you want to make that your autopilot. So instead of walking through life because you will, your mind will always just go to default. You're not going to be in a place of conscious mindfulness all day long. I mean, that would be great, but like, we're human beings. You're not. You're going to be driving and your mind's going to wander. You're going to be, sitting down doing something. Your mind's going to wander. The trick is making your subconscious mind, making the way you speak to yourself, your self-talk, your inner game, your inner reality, making that default positive, making that default life affirming instead of self-limiting. So when you do have those negative thoughts that come up, be conscious enough to say, nope, that's a negative thought. All right, I see you, thought. I release you. And then you have your 1 to 3 affirmations either on flashcards, in your journal, on sticky notes, on Post-its, memorized, so then you can replace that negative thought with the affirming thought. It looks like this. Say I'm just, hanging out and my mind kind of wanders. I'm thinking about my SP and I'm like, you know what? My SP is ghosting me. I bet he's dating somebody else. Oh, no, that's a negative thought. That is something that I actually do not want to experience. What is it that I actually want to experience? And then you switch it. Nope, my SP is calling me right now. Me and my SP are always in constant communication. My SP loves me and only me. He is so committed to our relationship. Oh, SP and I are so happy. We have such a healthy relationship. Our communication game is strong. Oh, my SP is, inviting me to dinner right now. I'm always on his mind. He's always calling me. He's constantly contacting me. We are in a happy, healthy relationship, right? Even if that, and this is another thing, you guys. In the manifestation world, we call it 3D. And your 3D reality is just what is actually occurring in your physical reality. So some people get caught up in affirmations because they think, well, I'm saying that he's calling me, but he's not. He's ghosting me. So I feel like I'm lying to myself. Like it seems fake. Like it seems like I'm lying. In reality, he's not calling me. But if I'm saying he's calling me, then that's just me lying to myself. No, that's not it at all. You you've missed the point. The whole point is what you see now in your 3D reality is simply a physical manifestation of your past thoughts. So if you had been thinking, my SP, it ghosts me, my SP is getting distant, I bet my SP is cheating on me, my SP never calls, and then that is what shows up in your life, then of course, because what you see now in your physical world is just a delay. It's just a projection of what you had been thinking, of what you had been affirming in your life. That's why I said at the beginning of this, all affirmations are not positive. An affirmation is just a statement of belief that you hold to be true. So you had been holding that belief that your SP doesn't want you, that your SP is cheating, that your SP isn't calling you, that your SP is ghosting, and all of that stuff. So that's what then showed up. So now what you're doing is saying, all right, if my thoughts created this reality, then my thoughts have the power to change it. So it's not that you're lying to yourself because you're saying things that's not in your reality. It's that you're being a conscious creator. You're being a conscious manifester and you're saying, well, I'm going to choose the thoughts that I think in order to change what I get back. So I know that I'm not lying to myself. I know that I am creating my reality now. And I know that it's only a matter of time and it doesn't have to be long, but there is a lapse between you getting on that dominant thought loop, that dominant thought pattern, that new subconscious mind, that new default system before it shows up in the world. Think of it as like a projector screen. Back in the day, they had those films, right? So in the film canister is what's in the film canister, and then there's a delay until it's projected onto the screen. But what you're seeing on the screen in real life lived in the canister first. So your subconscious mind, your thought patterns, your self-talk, your self-concept, your assumptions, your belief system is just what was in the canister. And now whatever was in that film canister is what's now projecting in the world. So if you want to see something differently on that projection screen, if you want to experience something different in your life, then you got to change what's on that film and that canister. You got to change your belief system. You have to change your thought pattern. You have to change the way you speak to yourself. You have to change the way you think about yourself. Because if what is showing up for you isn't what you want, the best and only way to change that is by changing what is inside of you, because what is inside of you is just what is being projected outside of you. So within, without. As a man thinketh, so is he. So your affirmations aren't lies. Your affirmations is you actually consciously creating what you want to see. You're speaking the future. You're creating the reality. So you're not lying to yourself. You're creating it because you know that your thoughts become things. You know that your thoughts are powerful. You know that how you feel about yourself, how you speak about yourself matters and it literally is the essence of how everyone and everything else will ultimately show up for you. So you're not lying to yourself by affirming for what you haven't seen yet. You're actually activating faith. Faith is the belief in the things unseen. So you're activating the faith, in yourself to be a powerful creator and manifester, and you're activating the faith in source, God, universe, spirit, whatever you want to call it, to have your back and to support you in what you are affirming to be true for yourself. So when you do your affirmations, you're activating your faith. I may not see it, but I know that I am creating it. And I have faith. And I believe that, and to me, the essence of faith is having loyalty to a reality that you have yet to see. That is what your affirmations do. They activate that faith. So you really want to be clear on what you're affirming for yourself. If you're not clear on what you're affirming for yourself, here are a couple things you can do. Have a journal or a notepad with you throughout the day. Just jot down your dominant thoughts. What are you repeating to yourself all day? Are you constantly telling yourself that you're stupid, you're not good enough, nothing works out for you, you're always late, you're always taken advantage of, there's no good people out there, you never have enough money, blah, 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 blah. Jot them down. And again, without criticizing, because the key to all this is self-love and self-compassion. So you're not doing this to be like, oh gosh, I'm such a negative, horrible person. How, of course nothing works out for me. No, you're doing it to get awareness and clarity, because you want to become aware of what you're affirming in your life. Because affirmations in and of themselves are not negative or positive. They're just statements of belief that you hold to be true. You decide whether you are affirming positivity or negativity in your life. And this exercise is just for you to get the awareness of, how do I talk about myself? What do I think about myself? What do I think about myself in relationship to others? Am I putting SP on a pedestal? Am I saying this guy, this woman, this girl, whoever it is so much better than me that I need to chase them? I need to prove my worth to them? Am I making them the prize? When in my life, in my reality, I should be the prize. I should be the number one person in my life. It's just to create the awareness. And then look at other aspects, any aspect in your life that's not working out. If it's your finances, if it's your health, if it's your love, if it's your career, if it's where you live, if it's where you do, take inventory of that and say, what's not working? And then think, what do I believe to be true about fill in the blank? Wealth, money, finances, love, relationships, my health, what I can and do not have, whatever. What do I believe to be true about that? And then get curious and say, am I open to believing differently for myself? If I'm unhealthy, am I open to believing that I can be healthy? If I'm not in a relationship and I want to be, am I open to believing that there are, decent, loving people? Am I open to believing that love is, available to me? If it's your finances, are you open to believing that you deserve to be wealthy and successful? Whatever it is. If you're not living where you want to live, are you open to believing that owning a home is, something that you could do, be, and have? And then through that curiosity, just think to yourself, well, if I was living in that truest form, what would it look like? And then from there, you create your affirmations, 1 to 3 affirmations, and you want to make them conversational. Just like you're talking to your friend. Yeah, girl, money flows into my life easily and effortlessly. Every time I open up my account, I have more money. Checks just come to me in the mail. I always have more money than I need. I can afford anything I want with excess and overflow. Girl, my SP keeps calling me. He calls me all day long. He loves me so much. He always gives me gifts. He gives me attention. He gives me love. We're so happy. Oh, I love this healthy, happy relationship that I'm in. My health is so good. I'm so healthy. I'm strong. I can do whatever I want. My body always works for me exactly the way I want it to work. Whatever it is. Oh, I love living in my house. It smells good. It's decorated exactly the way I want it to be. I'm living where I want to live. It's so cool. I wake up every morning feeling excited and happy and engaged, blah, 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 right? You want to feel it. You want to make it true. You want to make it real, because that's the other part of the affirmations, right? It activates your faith. It shows that you are a powerful creator. And it gets you in the feeling. It gets you in the default mode. Neville Goddard calls it living in the end. And living in the end, and in the law of attraction, they call it getting in the vibration, getting in the frequency, right? To me, again, and this is why I think law of assumption and law of attraction are just, they're sister laws that work together. Law of assumption calls it living in the end. Law of attraction calls it being in the vibration or in the frequency. It's the same thing. It's getting in the actual feeling of knowing that you have what it is that you want. Feeling wealthy, feeling healthy, feeling vibrant, feeling as though you've already gotten a promotion and you're so excited, feeling as though you are already in that loving, healthy, committed relationship, feeling as though you're already, making strides in your career. You've already started the business. You've already, whatever it is that you want, it's getting in that feeling of it. So when you affirm those things to be true, and then you condition your default mind to have that, that's how you get in the feeling of it. Other ways to get in the feeling of it, of course, yes, affirmations, meditation, visualization, scripting. These are all great ways to get into living in it, right? To feeling it. But I feel it when I do my affirmations, right? Like, you feel it when you just talk with authority and you know it. You got to put some respect on your affirmations. You have to say them as if you know they are true, as if you are feeling them. And with some respect, you want to put some respect on your affirmations. Like, yes, girl, every time I open my bank account, there's a new deposit. Everything I touch turns to gold. Of course, my YouTube channel went viral. Of course, everybody listens to my podcast. My books just sold out, right? You want to really say it from a place of authority. Because the truth is, you are. the ultimate and honestly, the only authority on yourself. No one can ever take away your ability to think for yourself. And what I mean by that is no one has the power to change how you feel about you unless you give it to them. And that's a whole nother video. We can talk about giving away your power. We can do a whole nother video about giving away your power. But the truth is, you are the authority on you. So speak from a place of authority when you are affirming what you know to be true for you in your life. Another way to use affirmations, you can write them out on flashcards. You can write them out in your journal. You can say them, to yourself in the mirror. And again, remember, I think the biggest way is when you see those negative thoughts come up. And this is the best way to know if it's negative thought. One thing I always think to myself when I find myself thinking on a loop is this what I actually want to experience in my life? If you get on that negative loop about SP, he never calls, he's ghosting me, I'm sure he's with a third party, I'm not good enough for him, whatever, right? Stop and think, is this what I want to experience in my life? Do I want to experience the person I want to be with ghosting me, cheating on me, not calling me, not wanting me? Is that what I actually want to experience? If that answer is no, stop the thought, cancel it. Be like, okay, thought, you got to stop. And then use your affirmations to reprogram your mind. Because it's not that you can't have a negative thought, it's that you want your dominant thinking pattern to be positive. So then you insert the affirmations that you actually want to experience, that you are creating into your life. SP is calling me all of the time. I'm the only person that SP wants. He loves me and only me. SP loves everything about me. He is so obsessed with me. I'm the only one he wants. He's always getting me gifts. He's always showing me attention. He loves showing me off to his friends and family. We're in such a happy, healthy relationship. Our communication game is strong. The chemistry is great. You know what I mean? Whatever it is. Because that is what you actually want to experience. And that's why some people get tripped up with law of attraction. They think, no, I'm always thinking about what I want. Are you? Or are you actually thinking about what you don't want? So if what you're thinking about isn't what you actually want to experience, change it and then use your affirmations and put them in there. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. Hey, everybody. Get some comments. Hey, Golden Gods, this video is right on time. Yes, my feelings and thoughts are all over the place. Okay. All right. So it seems like you need to get some clarity and to calm down. So if your feelings and thoughts are all over the place, I think the number one thing you need to do is meditate and journal. Focus on your breath work. Breathe in for 4, hold it, breathe out for 4. And just try and calm your thoughts and then journal them out. Journaling will give you clarity. And if you don't know what to journal, just say, my mind and thoughts are everywhere. God, source, universe, whatever resonates with you. Please give me peace. Please give me clarity. Please give me focus. Show me the way. And then just let it flow. Hey, Latasha. She goes, hey, everyone. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Friday. You too, sweetheart. Yes. Same to you. Hey, Latasha. Hey, Candy from Panama City, Florida. Thank you for coming through. Yes. Hey, Entrepreneur Life with Ebony Vaughn. She goes, so true. Plus things manifest in the spiritual world before they manifest in the physical. Exactly. That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. Before the world can see it, your mind has to imagine it. Everything in life starts with a thought. Everything. The computer, the phone that you are watching this on, start it in somebody's mind. Everything starts in the mind before it shows up in the world. That's how powerful your thoughts are. Thoughts literally become things. Whether they're physical things or even spiritual things. If you have negative thoughts going on at the time and you wonder why you have headaches, you wonder why you have migraine, cancer, ulcers, tumors, aches and pains, sleeplessness, too much sleep, insomnia, depression, anxiety, Your thoughts are powerful energy, and they go somewhere, and they do manifest, and they do show up. Tackling the manosphere is looking, saying fire. Hey, hey. Hey, Baco with three olives. Hi. Hey, welcome. Loving my channel. Aw, thank you, Baca. I'm so happy that you're here. That's right, you guys. If you are loving the channel, if you're having fun, be sure to subscribe, like, and share. Because you know what? Our journey to self-love and manifesting the life that we deserve is so much better with some support. We're also doing the 7-day Level Up Your Life challenge. It is linked in the description box, and there's so many freebies with that. You get the free self-love journal, lifetime access to the Lux VIP group. We do weekly coaching in there. And then you also get access to our resources of self-love, self-care, and manifestation resources. And I'm adding new stuff every single week. Right now, it's a small private group. So it's actually the perfect time to get in, because you will get that personalized coaching from me. Oh, so happy you were recommended to me. Oh, who recommended you? Was it YouTube or another person? I don't know. Let me know who recommended. Let me know. Yay. Hey, Golden Goods is okay. Yep. And Golden Goods, if you want more guidance on how to get clarity of the mind, I can do another video on that. So let me know. I can do a video on that. Yes. Love the positive vibe. Yes. Over here, if I'm doing reality TV, it's the Candy Shop. If I'm doing manifestation, it's the Lux Life. If I'm doing self-care, it's Sugar Pills. But no matter what we do over here, we are high vibe. We are high vibe. We support each other. We're a community. We like to laugh and grow. And this is just a safe space to show up fully as you are. And we are just attracting whatever it is we want in this life. Joy, wealth, happiness, wholeness, friendship, love. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. Hey, LJ Forever. What would you recommend for meditating with overactive thoughts? Okay, great question. Great question. Okay. So, if you have overactive thoughts when it comes to meditating, I think the first thing to do is make sure that the space you're in is quiet and it's conducive to meditating. I wouldn't do it on the bed, because on the bed you might just fall asleep. I wouldn't do it any place where it's easily to be distracted if your minds are already overactive. So you want to get in a really quiet place where the energy is already set for meditating. The next thing I would do is close your eyes, or maybe even use one of those eye sleep masks just to get the light out. I know you're talking about overactive thoughts, but anything that stimulates you might be a distraction. Also, if you have overactive thoughts, I would say do a guided meditation. There are so many guided meditations on YouTube for free. There are so many guided meditations. Google or YouTube guided meditations for clarity, guided meditation for focus, guided meditations for inner peace, and then do a guided meditation. That way, if you're not used to meditating, you can have someone, find someone whose voice you like, or whose, style you like, and then they can guide you through the meditation. So that way you're not doing it by yourself. You're not just sort of sitting there being like, Om, and your mind is still racing. You're not sure how to breathe. You're not sure how to do all of that stuff. Get support, get guidance. So I would say start with creating the space, creating the environment where this is your space to meditate. It's not loud. It's not where you sleep. You're not going to be distracted by noises and lights and sounds. And then get some help, get some guidance. Find a good person on YouTube. There's so many free resources, and get a person that you connect with and go through the guided meditation. That way you don't feel like you're doing it for yourself. So that's what I would do if you have overactive thoughts. If you're new to meditation, create the space and get some support and do a guided meditation for inner peace, for clarity, for focus, for calmness, for all of that, very specific, whatever your specific needs are. I would also do journaling. I think journaling is a great way to calm your mind and to get focus and to get clarity. I think because when our minds are overactive and we're going like this, we need to get it out. We need to get the energy out. And then once you get it out, you have some detachment, you have some perspective, and you can say, oh, well, this is what my thoughts were. Oh, but wait, but this is really what was agitating me. This was what I was actually really worried about, all of that stuff, right? So that's what I would do. Do the guided meditation and then also do the journaling. And it can just be a freestyle journaling. Like, thoughts, what are you trying to tell me? Take a deep breath in, take a deep breath, let it flow, and then just freestyle write. Freestyle write. Ask for help. God, support, universe, source, divinity, light, whatever you want to call it. What are you trying to show me? What are you trying to tell me? What am I not seeing? Or how do I calm my thoughts? How do I create blah, 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 blah? And then let that guidance flow through you. Because once you get that guidance, once you get that spiritual download, that will give you calmness, that will give you focus, that will give you clarity. And then that will dictate what your next right move is. And that might ease some of that anxiety in overactive minds. Hey, Food D, stopping by to say hi, beautiful. Hi, everyone. Check you soon. Bye, love. Thank you for coming. I love you. Baka with 3 olives says, few people recommend it, and Nikki Star TV. Oh, wow. That's so cool. Thank you, Nikki Star TV. I'm going to go give her a shout out. Yay. Thank you. That is so cool. Well, thank you. Hey, Golden Goods. Yes, and please do. I will. Absolutely. All right, you guys, this has been such a great, fun live, and I want to challenge everyone who is watching, if you're watching now or if you're watching on the replay, in the comment box, write down one affirmation. What affirmation are you now going to use going forward? Whether it's in your finances, your love life, your health, whatever the case may be, what is one new affirmation that you are deciding to say yes to in your life? I want you to put it down in the comment box. That way we can support you. That way we can affirm with you. And when you write something out where 2 or more are gathered, you just energize it and you put more energy into it. So I hope that this video helped you learn, how to create affirmations that actually work, to know what affirmations actually are, and to know that the purpose of affirmations is really to get you in that feeling space, living in the end, getting vibrationally aligned, getting in the frequency of embodying what it is that you want. Knowing that you already have it, knowing that you already are it, and it's just getting your inner game strong and knowing that it's only a matter of time before you see it. So keep persevering, persist. If you've been doing your affirmations, in a real way where you feel it and it hasn't shown up yet, don't give up, keep going, persist. If you have been thinking negative thoughts for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, give yourself time to get the new script going, to get the new subconscious mind going. So don't give up, persist, because it is universal and spiritual law. You get what you believe to be true for yourself, and you get what you believe to be true of this world. It is universal law. So just keep persisting. Don't give up. If you need support, if you need more guidance, again, join our 7-day Level Up Your Life Challenge. It is linked below, and that will give you lifetime access to our Lux Life VIP group, and you'll have so much support there, I am telling you. And right now, it is a small, intimate group, so it's the perfect time to join before it gets too big, because trust me, I am calling in, we are blowing up. We're going to blow up. So now is the perfect time to get in. And if you do the 7-day Level Up Your Life Challenge, you'll never be charged again. If you get in after the 7-day Level Up Your Challenge, it's $29.99 per month. So get in now, because if you get in now, you'll never be charged again. So with that, yes. Okay, I'm going to affirm for some people. Yes. Love you too, sis. Keep up the good work. Absolutely. Golden God says, thank you. Della D says, health and financial. I'm affirming for you. I am affirming for you. I'm affirming for you. Yes. Awesome advice. Thanks. Aw, love you. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for spending this time with me. I am honored for your time. And as always, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share with a friend. And until next time, everyone, take care of yourself, be well, and take care of each other. I love you. Bye.